Hey all, it is time for Jason's Thoughts. Yeah, I know, it's been a while. No excuses. I'm back and excited to talk about Judgement. Uh, you know, I don't know where it started from, or I don't know, maybe it's always been there, but I feel like after our COVID years and everybody all kind of locked away in their houses, something feels like we came out of it as different individuals. Obviously we all watch the news more, we're all in social media more, we're all connecting virtually more, and we're definitely in a better spot now where we're not wearing masks, and people have gone back to the offices, and we're connecting with people. We're going to weddings, we're going to birthday parties, we're hugging, we're kissing. Feels okay. But, one of the things that I just don't know if we changed is how we are so quick to judge these days. And, I think everybody has their ability to share an opinion, but it's how we do it and the potential damage that's caused from it, whether it's to someone's face or behind their backs. And I actually find that behind your backs is far, far worse, far more toxic. But the reason I bring it up is that I feel like the key is that we've forgot how to be kind to each other as humans. Yeah, maybe someone made a mistake, and yeah, maybe someone said something that was totally wrong and inappropriate. And maybe there's no excuse, right? Like sometimes, it is what it is, and it wasn't right, and hopefully that person acknowledges and recognizes it. But I think as a human race, we forgot that we're all in this together, and we're all allowed to make mistakes. Once there was a time, I feel like, there was forgive and forget, or there was second chances, and I just don't know. I feel like we've kind of lost that. It's like straight to exile, and it doesn't matter what's said, it's not good enough. And I think why my suggestion is to focus on kindness is, like, everybody has a different story. Maybe in that moment they made a poor choice, but maybe that person just went through divorce. Maybe that person just lost their parents or their best friend or spouse, a brother, a child, their animal. Maybe they've been fighting constantly for the last 2 or 3 years, trying to get immigration through the government, and they continue to be denied, and now they're unable to work, and potentially they're going to have to leave the country that they fought so hard to get to, just to be denied because of paperwork. We all have a story, and I'll give you a really good example that I experienced just recently, where I was driving down a highway, kind of a highway. This is a 60 zone on a highway. And someone started tailing me, and rightfully so. I was in the fast lane and I was doing the speed limit, but I was about to take a left turn. And in my mind, I was judging them, thinking, well, you're such an idiot, like, get off my ass. You're gonna rear end me. And of course, there was no harm, no foul, because they probably didn't know the words I was saying, likely, but maybe they kind of did based on my facial expressions on my rearview mirror. But either way, of course, what happened, they sped by me on the slow lane and then cut me off. And, I chose to say some words to myself, and I'm not really a hurtful person, or I don't really throw names at people, but I do have a little bit of an inner voice and inner car voice at times too. Regardless, the person cuts cuts me off, and I just go about my way and keep going straight. Well, lo and behold, my left turn was also their left turn. And so they were now in front of me, and of course in my ways I was like, haha, sucker, that got you nowhere, look where you are. Well, so we both turn and they speed off, of course, because I think that they know that they look like idiots for cutting me off. And I was on my way to a vet to get my dog some food. And this person, as I said, sped off, and I just went on my merry way. Well, they turned the next turn that I needed to turn. And then the same one after that. And then I went, oh my goodness, I think they're going to think I'm stalking them. I'm going to like egg their car or key their car or something like that. Lo and behold, they pull into the vet's office. And what happens? Lady comes out of her car super fast. She goes in her back seat, pulls out a blanket with some kind of animal in it. And I hop out of my car and we both proceed to go to the door. Lo and behold, her cat was dying. And, maybe you're not an animal lover or something like that, but I don't know. I don't care. If something's dying, especially if you're close with it, it hurts, right? Your urgency, everything is just different. And so I don't know the outcome, but I know that even though I didn't say these things out loud to this person, I knew that I said them within myself, and I felt kind of bad. And then I just started reflecting on, again, judgment as a human race. We see it everywhere, in the news, in the media, social. I mean, there is really no space for error anymore. But I think we just got to go back to our roots and say, we are all humans on this big ball called Earth, with a flaming fireball every single day keeping us alive, and that we're all in this together. And if we can just come up with a way to find a little bit more kindness to give to each other and less judgment, I think we can get back to a better place where we're all just a little happier, we're all just a little bit calmer, we're all a little bit more understanding that just because someone might have flipped out or might have made a bad move or was irritable, that we don't know each other's stories. And we just got to give each other a little bit of breathing room and just say, hey, you know what? That person's probably just having a bad day. And with that closing, I will definitely be saying, be kind. I'm also embracing a new saying, which is crush stress with giving gratitude for what you do have. So often, we're always looking for what we don't have, what we want, and never spending enough time on the simple things of what we have. And a lot of that stuff comes with no price tag and it's free for the taking. Anyways, look forward to my next chat. I'm gonna have a new guest speaker and I'm super stoked about this one. Never met him face to face, but we've built an awesome connection virtually. And so stay tuned for that one coming up hopefully in the next couple weeks. Take care.